If you ever found yourself as a kid wanting to be a sailor or better yet a pirate, well then today's DIY is just for you. We're creating a decorative piece with a nautical theme. In essence, what we're creating is a lifebuoy ring with an anchor on top. What you'll need for this project is some timber wood, a cordless drill, a jigsaw, a hot glue gun and glue sticks, paint and paint brushes, rope, a sander and a stencil. Our first step is to cut out our various shapes. But before we get that, let's take a look at how we created our anchor. So our anchor is literally out of a piece of newspaper which I folded in half. I've then stenciled on a template of the anchor, and when you open it up, it actually forms a beautiful centerpiece which will go in the middle of our lifebuoy, like that. The dimensions of this anchor is 40 centimeters in circumference. Now, in order to create our lifebuoy, I need slightly bigger dimensions. I'll be using 44 centimeters for the outer diameter. Now, I'm going to be placing a nail in the center, which I've marked out on my board, and hammer it in. Then I'm just going to measure out half of the diameter of our anchor, which is 22 centimeters, attach a pencil to it and start drawing our shapes. With the outer circumference now complete, we can start with the inner circumference. To do that, I'm going to measure 10 centimeters on my rope that I've got here, reattach my pencil and simply draw the line. Thereafter, we can get cutting.
To cut the circle, start by using a 10mm drill bit to create a hole for the jigsaw blade to pass through. A jigsaw blade with lots of fine teeth is ideal for cutting the circle as it ensures a clean cut.
With our lifebuoy now cut out, you can see we've got a beautiful ring with a wonderful diameter here. We'll smooth out the edges once we've routed it and sanded it. But let's move on to our anchor. What we're going to do is paste the anchor down like this, just using some tape, trace out the actual line, and then simply cut it out with a jigsaw.
When cutting with a jigsaw, let the machine do the work. With intricate cuts like this, the key is to steer the back of the machine.
We've got our anchor now cut out, and you'll notice there's some of the corners that haven't been cut out, and there's method to the madness. Because the turning angle of the jigsaw blade is not as acute, it's better to cut it now that it's out of the mold than before. So what we're going to do is going to place it down and then remove any of the excess. Thereafter, we can route both pieces and sand it smooth.
Using a round over bit, soften the edges on the facade of the project. Be careful when working on the thinner parts of the anchor, as the wood can potentially crack. Once the project has been routed, give the entire project a light sand to smooth it down before painting.
Well, this is coming together quite beautifully. In fact, as you can see, we've got the anchor now placed on top of the lifebuoy, and we've just finished sanding as well. The only thing left to do is to drill a small hole on the top of the anchor just to finish it off. Then we can move on to the painting. Now you'll see I've got a few different shades. I've got a darker color, a charcoal almost, a lighter gray, and then a cream color. Now I'm going to be using a triple color system from dark to lighter shades in different coats and sanding in between. And then I'm going to accent it with this beautiful nautical green. Both our pieces are now dry. We're going to give both surfaces a light sanding and then move on to the next color. What we're going to do is, after the sanding, is segment 4 sections like this, and then we're going to do this beautiful green, nautical green, on 2 of the sides, and then on the top and bottom we're going to follow up with the lighter shade of gray, sand that, and then follow up with the cream color.
For the desired effect, Ryan makes use of a dry brush technique, as this adds to the weathered look of the project.
Wow, this looks like it came off of a boat, but it's still in two pieces and we need to start securing them together. But before we do that, we're going to start working the twine into the whole mix. Now you can see we initially had some masking tape over here and here. We're going to remove that, and then what we're going to do is add a ring of rope right around to create a hanger, and then add some decorative loops with the ropes in each of the four corners where the masking tape was. Finally, we'll then attach our anchor in place and find a beautiful place to put it. Well, there you go, guys. I had so much fun doing this, and it's a great addition to your home as well. Something that can truly bring out your inner pirate.